Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the little place on the internet that you all like to hang out with us. Welcome back to my Third Place podcast. It is finally Friday, October 18th, 2024. Do not adjust your whatever it is you're watching me on or listening to me on. I am wearing a Flash onesie. Yes, I am. You're all gonna wonder where you can see me wear the Flash onesie, huh? If it's true or not. Brandy, am I wearing a Flash onesie or not?
Yes, yes, he is
Am I
wearing
wearing
a
a Flash onesie?
Flash onesie. Yes, he is.
How indeed are these people gonna watch me wear a Flash onesie? Well, I'm glad you all asked. None of you asked. You can go to the YouTube page and watch me from there. I'll put the link in the show notes. Watch everybody everybody on Spotify go to the YouTube and be like, I gotta see this Flash onesie, and then like call me up the next few days. Like, dude, what the hell?
Yeah,
I did not borrow your onesie, ma'am. Mikey says from the waist up at least. You don't want to see what's from the waist down. It was just like a shirt. There's nothing on the never mind. Like I said, it was Friday, October 18th, 2024. It is week 3 of the 31 Days of Horror. Some horror fans like to celebrate all year long. Some of us like to celebrate the whole month of October and binge watch as many horrifying, disturbing, psychotic, gory movies as we can.
because there's something fundamentally wrong with us. Yes, we do.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, I thought you were.
Took the words out of my mouth. But, at least it's fun for us. And we put the fun in fundamentally wrong.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. By the way, for those that don't know, in the chat, our friend Jesse, Lone Dog over there, he helped us do the logo for what's going to be the next month in November, what it's going to look like. Yep. So, maybe put in a little, putting the fun and fundamentally wrong in there for us. I want to wear something that says fun and fundamentally wrong, and then like wear it every time I duet her. I digress. Let us tell you who we are before we get canceled. I'm Evo, and with me is my co-host who's usually doing recap episodes of Cobra Kai with me, but instead I asked her to come and do horror stuff and put the fun back in fundamentally wrong. And she agreed. Ladies and gentlemen, Randy.
Hi, everyone.
Oh. Before you bob it from laughing, how was your week?
My week was really freaking long. That's all I can say. Long, training a new person, and I'm glad it's Friday.
So your week was training.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. I was like, when does the training end?
Well, she's going to be by herself for the first time next Friday, so hopefully it ends Thursday.
Ooh, take the training wheels off. She's ready to go on her own. Fly. We'll fly.
Yeah,
fly. Okay.
I get a long weekend next weekend, so I'm excited.
That's great. My week, Saturday, you all know, we did the episode on Friday. Saturday, I went to do my A1C, came back 6.3, not bad, but also not good. I was 6.7 the month before. Came back with the fact that my vitamin D was bad. So, like knowing on Saturday afternoon, knowing this, and then like, oh shit, I'm gonna get told, aren't I? Monday morning went to go see the doctor. Always needing more D. Yeah, that's my life.
I know, I understand the feeling of needing D, so yes.
Oh my god. Monday I went to go see the doctor, my endocrinologist. It was a noon appointment. I didn't see her till like 12:45. I even got there 15 minutes early. Didn't get to see her till like 12:45. Great, good time. She said I was doing good. Everything's going great. She gave me a prescription for vitamin D pills, more glucose strips because I need them, and I'm back on the insulin needle. So, and then she wants to see me again next month. So I'm gonna go do that. I'm doing good with the food and all that stuff with the walking. I went for a walk yesterday morning.
Soaking
Um,
up the vitamin D.
yeah, vitamin D was on Monday as soon as I got it. But the pill. But yesterday I did my walk around, and it's like, oh shit, it was fun. I'm also keeping track of my numbers on my glucose number on an app called My Sugar. I'll put it in the show notes. A link to it where you can get it. I keep track of it every day, even if the numbers are bad. I still put it in there. And you know the numbers are bad if it's like 200 and above, and it's in the red. To 199 and below, it's in the green. Did you die? No, I did. Not yet. Um,
No one is doing that on my watch here in this chat, so stop. All of you.
um, I'm going to do a new episode pretty soon for the new listeners that don't know about the type 2 diabetes story that I have going on. So yeah, that's going to come out in the next few weeks. I just like put everything together. My sugar sounds like a type 1 dating app.
Okay, I like that. That's great. Oh my goodness.
My sugar is going down swinging.
Did you just say your sugar's going down swinging? Did you just reference Fall Out Boy?
I did.
You did.
Number
Okay.
one with a bullet.
Now I'm waiting for Jesse to say something about that bullet. I'm waiting. There's gonna be something in there. It got really quiet.
It got really quiet. Ooh, so kind of sus there, guys. A few days ago, I joined a Discord step challenge with one of the creators on TikTok. His name is Team Turner. He was put out a live that said like, if you guys want to join my step challenge, come on by, let us know. I did that and like went for that walk yesterday, and I started it. The
That's
bullet
awesome.
is made of little Debbie snack cakes, and I can't eat them.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that.
Yeah, I was waiting for that, and it was, you know, I started walking. We're good. We're good. I was like, I needed that sun in my face, but unfortunately, I need to start doing this more often because when I did it yesterday, it was like for 15 minutes, and after that, my knees bit a bullet basically. My knees didn't like that at all. I
Well,
were thinking so bad.
this
Jadine.
weekend is a perfect time to do some walking because it's gonna be so beautiful here.
You know it. Oof. Okay. Awesome. Um, Great time to do an affirmation for this moment right here.
So the weekly affirmation or daily weekly affirmation is success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts.
Nice.
Let me repeat that.
Yes, please.
Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts.
That's great.
Okay, can I tell my joke now?
Yes, go right ahead.
You didn't like my joke last week, so let's see if you like it this week. Okay, what do you call a movie about zombies finding true love?
Wasn't this? No, that wasn't the same. I thought it was a movie already. What do you call a zombie about? What do
What
you
do
call a
you
movie about?
call a movie about zombies finding true love?
What do you call it?
A zomcom. Yeah, see, that's the same reaction I got last week too. Damn it! One of these times I'm gonna make you laugh with these stupid jokes.
Zomcom.
Or zomcom, right?
A
Like a rom-com, but
zomcom.
it's a zomcom because it's about zombies. Okay, now I'm canceled. I get it. That's all right. Oh, thank you, Jesse. Thank you. Thank you.
Not a fatal attraction.
That that's good, actually. That would have been a good answer too. I thought it was cute. And me, yes, I like rom-coms, and I like horror movies. So I'm like, this is the perfect joke. Oh my goodness.
I'm not reading that. Just like before we get into the horror stuff, I want to remind everyone on Spotify, if you're listening to this, that these episodes can also be found on the YouTube channel at My Third Place Pod. So don't forget to go on over there and smash that subscribe button. I always wanted to say that. And you can watch every video episode when it's posted. Or YouTube watchers, if you want to listen to the show, just listen to us, like what we're doing over there, but you're watching it. It is on every audio media that streams podcasts. Spotify, Apple, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Amazon, everything.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. A Walking Dead to remember.
I love that.
A Warm Body was a zombie. It was.
Yes.
It really was.
Yes, it was. Yes. Yes. Warm bodies.
Okay. Taking this off.
I already. See, I was waiting for that.
Woo! Warm Bodies was so good.
See, I watched it when it first came out way back when, and now I'm going to add it to my list again to watch it, I think, this week.
Yeah, I should do that too. We're already doing this. Let's go.
Who doesn't love a good zomcom? I mean, come on. Oh my god, I'm going to use that all the time now.
Are you gonna make this a thing?
Yes. Can I put it on a shirt too?
Zombies listening to Vine.
I want to put it on a shirt.
Zombies. Alright. Are they white zombies or
Wait, what?
are they?
Speaking of zombies, I did watch a zombie movie this week. Are we getting to that? Things we watched?
Yes, watch it again. It's better the third and fourth time. Did you say white zombies? I did. Either white zombie. Do you want me to tell you the name of the white zombie? His name was Rob.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry. My joke was cuter.
Oh my god.
That was such a dad joke. I know, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
Because he fronted White Zombie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you all know him as just Rob Zombie. Okay. He had a band. They were called White Zombie.
Yeah, this is true. But he also I'm laughing at the chat. But also Rob Zombie is who came out with okay, what?
Nothing. Keep going.
No, I'm done.
Sunday, Saturday, I don't know which day. One of those days.
Names my days because I'm not that organized, sir. It's movies we watched this week, you guys.
Let's go. Mickey's Mouse, the Mousetrap. Mickey's Mousetrap, or just calls it the Mousetrap because of we can't call it Mickey's, so it's called the Mousetrap. I watched it, unfortunately. Synopsis: stuck working the late shift at the amusement park arcade, Alex receives a surprise visit from her friend on the 21st birthday. However, the night of fun soon turns into a fight for survival when the killers rest as Mickey Mouse crashes the party. Yes. The trailer for this movie came out the same day Steamboat Willie went into public domain, which the copyright had expired on January 1st of this year. So even that, they even did a spoof of Star Wars at the beginning of it, where all the texts were going up. and
Mhm.
telling us they didn't want to get like sued or canceled. Just rewatch the OA and get mad that it got canceled. Yeah. But this one was just like horrible. Even for them to like take advantage of the fact that Steamboat Willie went into public domain that they could use it. Like, let's just do a movie out of this and then ruin the entire thing.
So it was
Not
really
make
that
sense.
bad.
It was really that bad.
Mm.
The body count for this movie, according to the Dead Meat YouTube channel, was 10 victims, 6 men and 4 women.
Okay, that's not even good either. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's Blood and Honey bad. Same people who did the poo one? No.
That's what I thought at first, Jesse, was it was the same. It's not?
It's not the same people who did the poo one, but it's like around the same type of uh genre because they also made a Bambi movie, Peter
What?
Pan movie. Yeah,
What?
I
Okay,
looked
I'm
these up.
done.
I looked these up.
No, no, you're ruining my childhood now. Stop.
Bambi, Peter
No.
Pan, The Grinch.
Oh my God, no. I think I knew about the Grinch one.
Next one was your movie that you referred to me, Freaks of Nature.
Oh, what'd you think? I've been waiting to hear.
As it was better than watching Mickey Mouse. Uh,
What? Oh my God. You just you're gonna make me cry.
it was better than watching the Mickey Mouse movie. It
Okay,
was like
but
I was
you
so glad
literally
I watched something else other than Mickey Mouse. I needed
but-
something better. I
okay,
needed
but
this.
literally you just described how horrible Mouse Trap was, which by the way was a really cool game when I was younger. Um the Mouse Trap game? Mouse Trap? You
Am
know,
I wearing the Rachel look over here? What's going on?
yeah, pretty much. The Mouse Trap game. Okay. Are you done?
Freaks of Nature is a 2015 American comedy horror film directed by Robert Pickering and written by Oren Uziel. It stars Nicholas Braun, Mackenzie Davis, Josh Fadem, Joan Cusack, Bob Odenkirk, Keegan-Michael Key, Ed Westwick, Patton Oswalt, Vanessa Hudgens, and Dennis Leary.
Did you mention Ed
Uh,
Westwick? You did, right?
yes.
Okay, because like he's like one of the most important people in the movie. Just saying. But go ahead.
The film was issued on a limited release by Columbia Pictures on October 30th, 2015. The film follows 3 high school outcasts whose social alienation is compounded when they join rival species in the town inhabited by humans, vampires, and zombies. Yes, you heard right. Aliens set the species against each other, and the outcasts try to band everyone together to fight the invaders. The body count on this all over the place movie: 261 aliens, 260 victims of unknown gender, 1 masculine. Whoever did this count, like, thank you. 28 of them were vampires, 16 of them were victims of unknown gender, 19 were male, and 2 were female. 21 zombies, 18 victims of unknown gender, and 2 were male. 19 humans, 10 male, 5 female, 4 victims of unknown gender, and then 10 victims of unknown species and gender. And some animals were hurt also. One had a D.
I don't want to hear about the animals that were hurt.
I don't remember whether
The people I don't. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it. I don't care about. But when animals are hurt, that hurts.
it.
It does. It really does.
Next movie was Winnie the Pooh 2. So, Blood and Honey 2. Um, Never watching these Winnie the Pooh movies again. It is a 2024 British independent slasher film directed by Reese Frake Waterfield and written by Matt Leslie. It is the second installment of Twisted Childhood Universe. That's what it's called, everybody. The TCU, the Twisted Childhood Universe. And a sequel to Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey, which served as a horror reimagining of A. Milne and E. H. Shepard Winnie the Pooh books. It follows Pooh, Piglet, Tigger, and Owl as they embark on a murderous rampage through Christopher Robin's childhood town to seek revenge on him for revealing their existence to the world. And just like the first one, the entire body count was horrid.
What do you mean?
Remember that scene I told you about with the car and the
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
they were worse than that. Like they had to like upstage it. them not calling it Blood and Honey number 2 was a bad decision. I mean, it was Blood and Honey. I just called it number 2 instead of just whatever. The body count was 44, with Winnie the Pooh getting 23 of them, Tigger 10, Owl 4, and Christopher Robin taking out 2 of them. It got worse and worse as the days went on. Terrifier 2 was next. And after this, I just like, okay, you know what? I need to take a break. Because I've seen already like 2 to 3 movies that I didn't like.
I hope Freaks of Nature was not one of those.
Didn't I just say the first one?
Well, you said 2 or 3 of them, so I'm not sure which one.
Terrified 2, Blood and Honey, and what else did I watch before Freaks of Nature?
Oh, see, you already forgot. Mousetrap.
Yeah, that one. Terrifier 2 is a 2022 American slasher film written, directed, edited, and produced by Damien Leone, a sequel to Terrifier. It is the second film centered solely around Art the Clown, and third feature-length film to feature the character. It is followed by Terrifier 3, and there's a prequel to Terrifier 1.
Prequel? Prequel? Really? Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I gotta watch that now. Resurrected by a sinister entity, Art the Clown returns to Miles' country to terrorize a teenage girl and her younger brother on Halloween night. The body count total of 27, and all by Art, and I hate it so bad. And when I said that I needed a break, I took that break. Halloween 3 was the next movie, Season of the Witch, the most underrated movie in the Halloween franchise, even though it had nothing to do with any of the Halloween movies, and there's a reason for that. Hospital emergency room Dr. Daniel Chalice and Ellie Grimbridge, the daughter from murder victim, uncover a terrible plot, it was terrible, by a small town mask maker, Conal Cochran, a madman who's planning a Halloween mask utilizing an ancient Celtic ritual. The ritual involves a boulder stolen from Stonehenge, the use of silver shamrock mask, and a triggering device contained in a television commercial, all designed to kill millions of children. And I can't get that song out of my head now.
Which song?
Stopping, Halloween, 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 8 more days till Halloween, silver shamrock. Yeah. Film bodycounts.fandom.wiki accumulated a body count of 33 on screen, with possible half the children in the entire country watching the commercial at the end of the movie, which is ambiguous because we didn't know what happened. It just ended suddenly. So if you're planning on watching it, I just spoiled it for you. I said this movie was underrated. John Carpenter and Deborah Hill believed that the Halloween series could have been an anthology series of films that centered around Halloween night, with each sequel containing its own character, setting, and storyline. Director Wallace stated that there were many ideas for Halloween-themed films, some of which could have potentially created any number of their own sequels, and that Season of the Witch was meant to be the first, and then someone messes up and does Halloween 4.
Okay, so it's been like years since I've seen this movie. And for some reason, I remember I was really pissed off because, of course, watched Halloween 1 and 2 and wasn't expecting this. Is it, and again, forgive me because it's been so long I forgot, is it like Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2?
No, Nightmare on Elm Street had Freddy. This one didn't have Michael Myers at all.
So,
what they wanted to do was just
bad. They both had nothing to do with the actual Halloween or actual Nightmare on Elm Street. That's what I mean.
No,
okay,
Nightmare on
Elm Street had Freddy. All right, that's the only positive. But like, they were both bad in that way where they didn't follow the story. It just baffles me with that because like it went from Nightmare on Elm Street and then Nightmare on Elm Street 2 shouldn't even exist. And then there's Nightmare on Elm Street 3, 4. Like, for a Nightmare on Elm Street fan and a Freddy fan, as I am, I would have no reason to watch that movie ever again. Nightmare on Elm Street 2. I watched it once. It pissed me off. It was stupid. And I'm like, nope, never again. So like when I binge watch Nightmare on Elm Street, I go Nightmare on Elm Street 1, 3, 4, etc.
Yeah.
2 doesn't exist in my world. And for some reason, I remember being like that for Season of the Witch. Now I want to watch it. Now I'm curious, but there's no Michael in there. No nothing, right?
Yeah, no Michael. Because John Carpenter, who wanted it to be a standalone by itself, he wanted number 4 to be a standalone also. He didn't want Michael Myers to just be in all the film, but number 4 ended up being with a different director, and it brought back um, Michael Myers and a new girl,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Danielle
Yeah.
Harris.
No, don't. Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be bringing her up later in this episode. By the way,
Okay.
thank you for saying her name. Yes.
Danielle or Danielle?
It's Danielle
Danielle.
Harris.
Danielle Harris. Okay.
You're thinking Danielle from frickin' One Tree Hill.
Rachel.
Yes.
And Rachel.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Brooke and Rachel.
It's always Brooke.
Oh, it's Brooke and Rachel.
Yeah.
Jensen Ackles is a lucky man. Anyway, so John Carpenter wanted this to be like different Halloween movies, Halloween 1 and 2, because he felt like he should have ended the story there, um, and continued. And then Halloween 3 was this thing where it was like, let's see what he can do with it. It's Season of the Witch, yet no witches were in the freaking movie.
Yeah, that too. Right. That
So
too.
I'm just like, wait a minute, there's no witches in here. But it's Season of the Witch, whatever.
Make no sense whatsoever.
Make no sense. And it's the reason why he left that ending like that ambiguously and open, because he wanted us to like think of it. So when he made he wanted to do Halloween 4, it could have been another different movie as well. But somebody else took the reins for Halloween 4. They added Michael Myers, and now here we are. And this is why John Carpenter took back Halloween with what? Halloween Kills or H2O or something like that.
Yeah, H2O.
Like, all right, if you're gonna tell my story, I'm gonna tell it my way. Next movie was Fear Street Part 2, 1978. Better.
Was it as good as the first one you watched? Because those are on my list to watch too. I need to watch those this weekend. All 3 of them. There's 3.
The body count was, yeah. It is the second installment in the Fear Street trilogy. I'm still going to watch the third one, with a script co-written by Janiak and Zach Olkowicz, from a story by Janiak Olkowicz and Phil Graziati, based on R.L. Stein's book series of the same name. The film centers on the cursed town of Shadyside. A killer's murder spree terrorizes Camp Nightwing and turns a summer of fun into a gruesome fight for survival. It stars Sadie Sink. You know her from that one show. What's it called?
I don't know. Her name's not ringing a bell right now.
It's the girl from Eddie and the little boys in the town, Upside Down.
Stranger Things?
Yeah, that one. The redhead girl.
Oh!
The one that floats.
Yes, yes. Oh my gosh, that scene. Yes.
Sadie Sink, Emily Rudd, Ryan Simpkins, McCap Sly, Ted Sutherland, Jillian Jacob, Rita, Kiana Maderi, Benjamin Flores Jr., and Olivia Scott Welch. It has a body count of 14 on screen and 4 off screen. And those are the movies that I watched. Like, that was the last one that I watched. I wanted to watch something else, but like, you know what? Let's just go to Netflix and watch this. On my queue right now is, what did I say I was gonna watch? The one wolf movie with E.T.'s mom on it.
Yeah, what is that? You mentioned that.
I forgot what it was. I just keep saying it because it's in the
E.T.'s
Scream
mom?
movie. It's in the movie, in the Scream movie, where like they ask Randy that, and he's like, "Oh, The Howling, it's over there." So yeah, The Howling. I was like, I wanted to watch The Howling. I wanted to watch Ghoulies. There's a bunch of movies that I wanted to watch. I've never seen Ghoulies, so that's gonna be my.
We got time. We got time. We still have what, 2 weeks before Halloween, right?
Yeah, and I'm on day 17,
Yeah, we still got time.
so I gotta watch today's movie. All right, go right ahead.
Okay. So the movies I watched this week, since our last podcast, So I did forget to mention one last time, so I'm just gonna throw that in there. It's the first time I've ever seen it, Rocky Horror Picture Show. I've
You did?
never seen it before, and
Lovely. What'd you think of it?
what?
What'd you think of it? Did you have fun with it? What?
It was interesting. It was interesting, and then about halfway through it got kind of Um,
Mhm.
but I really wanted to see how it ended, and then I was like, what the fuck just happened? Yeah. But I had to see what like all the buzz was about because like I mean that is a cult classic and it's a lot of people's favorite cult classic. So I have to watch this. So
Yeah.
I bit the bullet and I watched it. And it was interesting. Yeah, it was interesting.
Plus,
Um
Glee made a
yeah, it
reference
compared
to it.
it yes. And that's if I wasn't a Glee fan and I hadn't watched that episode, I probably honestly wouldn't even have tried watching Rocky Horror. So I was sitting there and I was comparing. I was like, oh, yeah, I know this because I watched it on Glee. Yeah, I'm weird, but that's what happened. So I did watch it finally, though. I mean, I in my 40 something years, I've never seen it and I had to give it a try. So I got through it, even though it got kind of boring. But then the ending was like a holy shit ending. So wasn't expecting it, one of those endings. So yeah.
It was a science fiction double feature.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It was.
Yes. That's good. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. My next one I watched was Get Out, which another one I've never seen before. I'm trying to watch ones I haven't seen. So Get Out, that was good. It's Blumhouse, and I said before Blumhouse is underrated, I feel, and I'm thinking we're going to talk about it next week. We're going to talk more about Blumhouse and some other things next week. So, yeah, I definitely that's one I recommend. If you haven't seen Get Out, watch it. Those are my kind of horror. There was a little bit of gore, not much at all, and I'm not a gory
Oh,
fan
okay.
anymore. I used to be, but there's a little bit in there, but I like the suspense thriller type and that really it was good. So, yeah.
It was.
Yeah. Next one I watched, which I've never seen before, was Black Phone. I
Ooh,
again recommend that one.
Black
Ethan
Phone.
Hawke, oh my God. Like his character in that movie was crazy. It was good. I don't want to give anything away, but definitely Black Phone was really, really good. Not a gory gore slasher. It was scary. It's considered horror, but it was like a mystery thriller mystery, I guess. I
Right.
don't know. It was good. It was good. Um the next one I watched which I've seen before was Mom and Dad. I've
Oh,
only seen it once a long time ago, and Nicolas Cage, he played that part really well, his part. Um, if you haven't seen it, definitely watch it. I don't think you've seen it yet, have you?
I have.
Wait, when? This
I
week?
forgot to say it. Yeah.
What? So you did see it? Okay, tell me, were you pissed off at the ending?
I was pissed off. I was upset at the ending. I'm like, I don't even know what the hell is going on. I was like, all I
Exactly.
know is that this freaking like white noise thing comes on, and
Mhm.
everybody goes after the kid, and even the newborns. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh God, I was freaking out about that. I was like, oh my God, they are not going to hurt that baby. I was freaking
And
out about that. Yes. Yeah. It was even in the kid. Yeah,
it,
the whole thing was just It's a very disturbing movie. It's a very disturbing movie.
it is.
Yes.
And like at the very end, I was like, oh well, how is
What the
this
fuck
gonna
happened?
end? How is
Yeah.
this gonna what?
Yes. Yeah. We won't give it away, but yeah.
Yeah, it's
Um,
like okay, yeah. Um,
um
there was a lot of body count, and there was a lot of
mhm.
children that
Oh
got
no.
taken out by their parents. And even the beginning, that whole scene with the train and like the car, like what?
Mhm.
Oh my god! Ew, go ahead, keep going, because I'm just about to get like pissed off about this freaking movie. And had
The next
uh,
the next
who
one
was
I
in it?
watched who Selma Blair and Nicolas Cage
Yeah.
are the two
Um,
main, yeah.
Okay, so remember, um, who was it, Wallowitz,
Hmm.
when he went on Jimmy Kimmel, or was it Jimmy Fallon, and he was doing impressions of Nicolas Cage.
I don't remember now.
Well, he does a spot on impression of Nicolas Cage, where he's all like one and two and three and four and five and all that. I feel like Nicolas Cage did that because of the impression and
Okay.
how he overacted, how in some scenes he overacted. And I know he overacts. It's like he does it on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I feel like he did it because of that, because Wallowitz, the actor that plays Wallowitz, did that.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, go. Just that. What else did you watch?
I watched Shaun of the Dead.
Thank you. What you think?
Yes, you're welcome. It was so stupid and I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. It was great. I mean, I like horror comedies. This one was way out there, off the wall, but like, okay. And I have to say this because you've seen it. Obviously, it's one of your favorites.
Yeah.
I love the fact that his mannerisms, he's like a fucking zombie and he's not a zombie. Is it just me or am I overthinking this? Like his mannerisms, that was the first thing that came to my head. Like as soon as he, like when he walks, when he's not paying attention, when he yawns, when he even when he talks, like all of it. I was like, wait, I honestly thought like is because I've never seen this movie. I didn't know what it was about. I had no clue at all. Just went into it blindly and I'm like, wait, so he's a zombie. Like that was my first thought. I'm like, oh, okay, he's a zombie. I get it. And he's not a zombie.
He's not a
But they
zombie.
make
It's
it
how
like
we
he's a
wake up
zombie.
every morning. When we wake up, we act like, Simon Pegg is
Okay,
the best.
but they really overdid it with him.
They
But it
did.
was good, and he did good. And I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, I loved it. I
Uh,
actually really loved it, and I will watch it again because it was good.
and it has so many references to the past zombie movies, like Barbara,
Mm-hmm.
we're coming to get you,
Mm-hmm. I noticed
and
that.
it's from the phone, and it's like Barbara, stay put, we're coming to get you, and it's like, oh shit, there it is, there it is. Um, I forgot what it was, but when the dude gets pulled out from the pub and gets torn into pieces, that's from another one of the Dead
Uh,
movies, Day of the Dead, probably.
Dawn of the Dead, I think.
Dawn of the Dead, yeah. Like there are so many similarities to every movie, and like I did an episode about it last year, where there was also a continuation of the film in comic book form, and because one of the girls left, right, she ended up climbing a tree and stayed there for months. If you saw it,
What?
like one of the girls left the pub, she ran away, and you don't hear from her ever again until like there's a continuation of it on in comic book form, and they tell you what
Oh,
happened to her, that she went up a tree and never came down.
oh, that's a thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's still around.
Oh,
You have to listen to last year's episode of this show.
okay. Okay, yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I loved it. I did. So thank you for suggesting that, Erwin, or talking about it being your favorite, because yeah, it was good.
All right,
Um, Next one I watched was Happy Death Day 2.
love that
Um,
movie also.
I loved the first one, but it's been so long, and then I was always like, oh my God, I gotta see the second one, and I just never did, and I did. So it's another one I've never seen, and that was good too. I
Yeah,
like that one. That was pretty good. Again, Blumhouse, and I love Blumhouse movies, but yeah, Happy Death Day 2 is Blumhouse. Get Out was Blumhouse. And then I watched I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer.
the third
Um,
the third
yeah,
one you
yeah.
talked about.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know that was a thing. So, with your 31 Days of Horror you've been doing, I had stitched you on favorite slasher, and my favorite slasher movies are I Know What You Did Last Summer. Or the first one more than the second one. And I was like looking stuff up, and I'm like, wait, I didn't even know this existed. So I'm like, okay, it's probably not going to be good. I put it on. I was right.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't good. But of course I was into it. I was invested into it. And I'll say Psycho Nanny Carrie from One Tree Hill's on there. If you
Ooh.
all know, if you know, you know. And I was like, I like her. And she was also on she was a doctor on somewhere or something.
Uh, Chicago PD or
That's it.
Chicago MD.
No, Chicago MD. Yeah. Tori DeVito, I believe her
Yeah,
name is.
yeah.
So I was like, okay, when there's an actress or an actor that I really like in a movie, even if it's really stupid, I'm still gonna watch it, and I like her. So, and also Brooke Nevin's in there, and I like her too. So, it wasn't good, but I wanted to see how it ended. So of course it's like, oh God, one of those movies where you're like, you can't stop watching type, but you
Right.
want to. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Um,
love those.
yeah. So yeah, it was okay. I thought I had another one. I know I did, and I'm probably now, for some reason, feel like I didn't write it down, and um, like you did, you forgot about Mom and
Mom and
Dad.
Dad. Yeah.
I feel like there was another one, and I'm thinking, and again. Hang on. Shaun of the Dead, Rocky Horror, Black Phone. Maybe that was it. I took taking a break from horror movies. I had to because it was just getting to me, and I watched a couple other movies. So this episode is not about not horror movies. So I'm done with my horror movie watch.
All right, good. Yeah, like I was done with that too. As soon as I saw Terrifier 2, I'm like, yo, I can't be watching these anymore. Like I know I'm gonna watch Terrifier 3 one day. Maybe I will next year. I don't know. We'll probably do it like in the next few days. Just get it over with. But other than
Yeah,
that, yeah.
I will never watch those. So those are all you.
Okay.
No thanks. And I will never watch Winnie the Pooh, so I'm glad you did. You did that for me, thanks.
Uh,
And I might watch Mousetrap, but now that after you watched it and you talked about it, no, probably not. I'm probably not going to waste my time on that one either. There's much better ones out there.
the most
Uh,
ridiculous things ever that I ever seen.
oh,
No, not worth
I
it.
know. I started to watch Megan last night, and I turned it off at about 10 minutes in. So there's that. I probably should have given it more time. So maybe I'll try again, but I think I'd rather watch Abigail before I watch Megan. So
Ooh.
I'll watch that this weekend.
Definitely watch Abigail. It's,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna watch that this weekend for sure.
All right. You want to take a break? Let's take a break because I need to take this off.
I was waiting for that. I knew you were gonna take that off. Yeah. Go for it.
Let's take a break and we'll be right back.
Hi everyone, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Dawn.
And if you've ever watched a TV show and thought to yourself, oh my god, that season finale plot twist was absolutely bonkers,
Or seen a movie and thought, wow, I need to talk to somebody about this train wreck immediately.
then we think you'll fit right in with our podcast, I Hate It, Let's Watch It. We watch TV shows like Riverdale and Emily in Paris.
And movies like Deep Water, Killer Sofa, Rubber, and Deadly Illusions. And we give them the total rinsing they deserve.
It's basically group therapy for movie masochists. So come check us out wherever you stream podcasts.
Hey, it's Evo. We're gonna get back to the episode you're listening to, but first, let me tell you about Dark Fate Creations. Dark Fate Creations are candles that are vibrant, colorful, marble tops, amazing, mouth-watering fragrances, fueled by lovely braided cotton wicks. Paper threads woven into every cotton wick for a clean, romantic, slow, and consistent burn. Each candle is unique from the next as they are hand-mixed and hand-poured right in Grass Valley, California. They use only coconut and soy waxes for a safer, cleaner, and longer burn time. That's almost 72 hours. That's like binging on all 130 episodes of the podcast. All fragrance blends have been heavily researched. Dark Fate Creations not only care about the look, fragrance, and quality of their candles and their other products, but also the effects they have in their customers' homes. So go to darkfatecreations.com. The link will be in the show notes.
Dave,
Liam,
it's a trailer.
Watch It If You Can podcast.
Join us for each episode as we create box sets of our favourite films and TV shows.
We go through the cast to see what else they've been in, along with any recommendations.
We pick our favourite characters, performances, moments and highlights from the soundtrack too.
We ask if there's anything to make it better and look at the lasting legacy of our pick.
We have a little fun with our quickfire round, and finally, what else would you like list based on themes from the episode.
Maybe, just maybe, you should watch it if you can.
What if you've already seen it?
Well, you can watch it again if you can.
Last month, we asked the M3P community about their favorite 31 Days of Horror movies, and some of them came through 9 days ago. Favorite monster movie. Steffi 2 Giggles CW Girl said, I still can't let down good old Peter Boyle and Marty Feldman in Young Frankenstein because I'd be happy normal. Giggles. I don't know what that means.
I've never seen that.
No, I've never seen it either. Andromeda, Monsters. There's a movie on Netflix. Monster. Yeah. I haven't seen it. I think Rob Zombie directed it. No, not Rob Zombie. The other guy, Tim Burton. One of those guys directed it. It's all gothic-y. Nicole said Monster Squad, which I love also.
One of my favorites.
I let this one pass because why not? Terry K says Monsters Inc.
Okay.
Sure, it counts. Stabia, who I think was in the chat earlier, she said Van Helsing, which is a pretty good movie. Goosebumps with Jack Black, pretty awesome movie.
Oh yeah.
And Monster Squad. Mostly everybody said Monster Squad. Heidi Bug, our friend Heidi Bug said Godzilla from 1998 with Matthew Broderick, the one that nobody likes.
I love Matthew Broderick though.
But the Godzilla that nobody likes. You know, the one that went all in on the Taco Bell commercial. Here, lizard. I think I need a bigger box. My friend Tink said Supernatural, the TV show, because there's lots of monsters in there. You know which Tink we're talking about, right?
No, there's several. Which Tink are we talking about?
The only Tink that I know.
Then why would you say your friend Tink?
Because it's my friend Tink.
It'd be our friend Tink.
Our friend Tink, fine.
Thank you.
I figured you have more than
I was
one.
thinking that too, cat. I like that Godzilla. Now we have 2 cats in the chat. We have we have multiples of lots of people in here. Jesse's. Now we have cats. Kitty cats. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Okay. I'm just getting tired now. Sorry. Okay.
Funny Bone, who just came back from a tropical vacation.
Oh my god. That's as bad as your cancer joke, sir.
It was a whirlwind, I swear. Funny Bone, we love you. We love you there. We love you. She says Jennifer's Body, which is a great movie with Megan Fox. Mm-hmm. Foxy Megan, yeah, from Transformers fame, that one girl. Mm-hmm. Jennifer's Body, of course, like she's Jennifer. The other one was Rim of the World. I've never seen it.
I've never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Cat says, here's a joke. What do ghosts drink in the morning? Coffee with cream and sugar. She also says Super 8. I believe that was a J.J. Abrams movie. J.J. Abrams is the creator of Lost. And also she said Chronicle. Never seen Chronicle, but I know Super 8, Rim of the World, and Jennifer's Body are monster movies. I've never seen Chronicle, so I don't know about that. Well, since Funny Bone stitched it over in her chat, Positivity says, I'm an old-fashioned monster girl. I've loved vampires and werewolves since childhood. So her monsters are vampires and werewolves. Robbie Doc, our friend Robbie Doc says, I'm going with The Predator, The Exorcist, and Brindlefly.
I've never heard of that.
Never heard of Brindlefly.
Mm. Yeah.
Predator. Yes. I get the
Did
fact
you say
that
Predator?
yes,
Like
yes,
with, okay, okay.
I get the fact that it's an action movie, but also it's a monster stalking human,
It
so
is.
it is horror. And someone has said earlier, like months ago, that Terminator is also a horror for them because
Really?
it's about a robot trying to take over the world, coming back and trying to unalive your mom. So,
Never have thought as I would
right?
never think Terminator is a horror movie, but I could see that.
I
Okay.
could see it also. It's like, and now I'm like thinking horror action movies. What are they? Like
Yeah.
Predator, and they're both with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Predator, Terminator, Terminator 1. Those are the Terminator 1 is a horror movie, and Predator 1 is a horror movie. But they're both classified as action adventure. Now I want to know if anybody else has any other horror adventure or horror action movie.
Right, totally different perspective. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
See, I would never have thought that. Yeah, that's that's a good question. Horror action. I like that. Never would have thought of that. I know we
Yeah.
were doing like horror comedy, horror family. Never would have thought horror action.
See, different genres. I'm so glad we're fundamentally wrong.
Thanks, Robbie. Yeah, we're fundamentally wrong liking horror movies. Okay.
Drive that to the ground, everybody. All right. Next topic was, then what about Alien? Alien's already a horror movie. It's
Well, wait a
out of
minute.
space.
Are we gonna say our favorite monsters?
Oh
before
yeah,
you
yeah,
go
yeah.
next?
Go. Yeah. I forgot. Totally forgot about that.
Yeah, go
But
ahead.
yeah, the Alien is totally a horror movie
Yes, absolutely.
because it's Alien and it's like it's stalking its prey. It's already classified as a horror movie. Horror sci-fi.
Sci-fi, yeah. It's more, yeah, it's sci-fi, but it could be horror sci-fi. What's your favorite monster movie or monster character or both?
Monster would be Monster Squad, obviously, because that whole thing. Like, even in there, the entire Wolfman got nard, kick him in the nard. Very fundamentally wrong. Oh, okay. So the other, there's King Kong, Godzilla. Those are monsters. Those are huge monsters. Mothra, all you guys. The other ones, the Dracula and them, they're horror monsters. Like I love them. Like especially werewolf, like the Wolfman stuff. Like and I love those. What's yours?
My favorite monster movie is definitely Monster Squad. That's always going to be one of my favorites. And then I know it's not horror, so don't cancel me. But Little Monsters is my other all-time favorite monster movie. And Maurice is always going to be my favorite monster for sure. So from Little Monsters, Howie Mandel.
Howie Mandel. There you go.
Role, like I never knew it was Howie Mandel until it was like, oh my God, it was this day when I was like 30 years later. I'm like, that's Howie Mandel playing Maurice the monster. So yeah,
for sure, love those. That's it.
That's it for me for this category. Yes.
Yeah, I want to know what Brindlefly is, according to Robbie.
Yeah.
Family Halloween movie. I said hey, what's your favorite non-scary family Halloween movie? I got a bunch from JW86. Me and my boys just watched another good one last night on Netflix called The Curse of Bridge Hollow. It's with Marlon Wayans and it was good. That's going to be on my playlist next. Corpse Bride and Paranorman, so good. Hotel Transylvania, Frankenweenie, and Monster House. Me and my boys love it. Nightmare Before Christmas, Hocus Pocus. She just named every freaking Halloween.
Monster House is amazing. Halloween Town, yes, hands down, yes, absolutely. Hocus Pocus, those are also good.
Lone Dog, Halloween Town, of course. We love Halloween Town.
Yes.
1, 2, and 3, and then without Marnie, I'm like, nah, can't do it. The original Marnie. Bestie, Danny Boo Boo says definitely Nightmare Before Christmas. Sorry, I don't know how to stitch that well. Shouldn't have said that. Katrina Hanna, she says I love Hocus Pocus. Andromeda Bestie, she's in the chat right now. She says Nightmare Before Christmas and Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That's a family movie.
That's
I
a
didn't know that.
family movie. That's a cult classic in my opinion. That would be a cult classic.
Never seen it.
You haven't seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
No.
What? Oh, put that on the list, sir.
Yeah,
You should watch that for sure. Yeah, that has oh gosh, what's her name? I cannot go with the redhead, but she's awesome. Yeah.
It's hilarious. All right. Leanna says Halloween Town, Hocus Pocus. The infamous LK says I like Boo with Medea. I think it's funny. Mine is definitely Hocus Pocus, Nightmare Before Christmas, and Transylvania. Blah blah blah. Is Encanto a family Halloween? No, it's not. Do you get scared watching it?
Well, my favorites were already for monsters, so they're fall under like most of these categories we're doing kind of like they all fall under this other categories for me. So yeah, Little Monsters again would be a great family. Halloween, Halloween Town, Hocus Pocus, and Monsters. Well, Monster Squad's family horror. Yeah.
Casper.
Casper. Oh, yeah, Casper. See, that would be Ghost, but that also would be under family horror, or not really horror, but I don't know. I classified them in all different. Yeah, but Casper is one of my favorites as well, for sure. And then, of course, the Disney's Haunted Mansion, because Darren Criss is on there, so that's a must-watch for anyone who hasn't seen it. Because my husband's on there, so just saying.
Another one for me is Shuby Halloween.
That's on my list. I'm going to watch that this weekend. I can't wait to see that one. Yes.
It's awesome.
Definitely.
Adam Sandler movie. Love it.
I love Adam Sandler.
Adam's Family. Adam's Family also, yes.
Yes.
I think it's the final one. I don't know yet. Let's see. Yeah, it is the final one. Final topic was Final Girls. Greg says Nancy
from Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yes, Headline Campaign, Nancy. And Sydney Prescott, of course, Scream, because
of course
she's his favorite. Sandra Apple says Adrian King is my queen, though she got it in part 2, which is Friday the 13th, the first one and second one. She got it in part 2. Well, she definitely got it in part 1. Wait, did she wake up from a dream?
Who?
In the hospital at the end of Friday the 13th?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember. I do not remember.
Okay. Jackie Ann says Nancy Thompson. That's her last name. There it is. And Larry Strode, obviously, who's from Halloween. And that's it. What's yours? We didn't get enough.
For Final Girl?
Yeah.
Final Girl for me would be Danielle Harris.
Okay.
For sure. She's a scream queen as well. She's one of my favorites, and she's definitely a final girl, as in girl, because she was a little girl in Halloween.
Halloween 4 and 5.
Yeah, exactly. And then honorable mention, of course, would be Sydney Prescott, of course, but Nancy for me and Alice Johnson, because both Nightmare on Elm Street, so those are mine.
Mine are Ridley Scott, played by Sigourney Weaver from Aliens, the Alien franchise. Ash Williams, played by Bruce Campbell in Evil Dead. I had to put at least one guy in there. There's no other guys that were in there that survived horror movies. Tree Gelman, played by Jessica Roth in Happy Death Day. And then you got your usual Nancy, Sydney, Alice, and Lori. Alice being Alice Johnson from Nightmare on Elm Street 3, 4,
Four,
5, 4,
5.
4 and 5.
Yeah, she's definitely the ultimate, considering she,
Survived 2 movies and
Well, I
had
was
a
just
fucking
gonna say
baby
she
with
had-
one of them.
That's what I was just gonna say. She had the baby. Yeah.
That horrible looking boy. Alright. Anybody else? Anything else? Yeah, is that all the final girls? That's it.
All the final girls.
Alright, we're almost done. We tallied up our favorite witches and werewolves. I did say some monsters, but there weren't any on the list. But I didn't put any on the list. So for werewolves, mine being one of them was a show, and it was in 1987. I know I saw it in syndication, and it scared the hell out of me. It was called Werewolf, and it only ran for 1 season.
Oh.
And the show follows the adventures of Eric Cord, a young college student transformed into a werewolf who undergoes a quest to rid himself of a curse by killing the apparent originator of his bloodline, a drifter named Janos Goscerny. A character's name is a reference to the name of the vampire in the classic TV film The Night Stalker, played by Chuck Connor. While pursuing Goscerny, Cord himself is pursued by the persistent bounty hunter Alamo Joe Rogan. Later, Cord hunts Nicholas Remy, the real originator of the bloodline.
Okay, did you mention Night Shift?
Night Stalker.
Nights. Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry.
I think I remember that. And the reason I remember that is because of how it over dramatic it was. It had like a pentagram in his palm, and when they turn into werewolves, they like rip themselves apart from the mouth. And I was like, every time that happened, I just had to look away. So, but it was one of my favorite things because like, oh shit, it's like brand new, and the transformation itself, it has evolved since then, but like the transformation itself, it was just like, oh, you can hear the bone changing and stuff. Next one are 2 from the same TV show, Teen Wolf. One is Derek Hale, played by Tyler Hoechlin, who now plays Superman on the CW show Superman and Lois. He played Derek Hale for 6 seasons. His body count is 6, just 6. Like, he didn't want to at all, but he was the first werewolf in the show, but like he did it accidentally and scratched Scott McCall, who is played by Tyler Posey, and his body count was 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Another werewolf that I really love is Ginger Fitzgerald, played by horror icon Catherine Isabel in 3 movies of Ginger Snaps, leaving a body count of 7. Her sister, played by another horror icon, Emily Perkins, who played Deb in the original It movie, Bridget Fitzgerald. She barely had any body count, but like if you're gonna watch a good werewolf movie, watch Ginger Snaps trilogy.
I haven't seen it, but yes, I keep seeing it, and I like seeing it, and I have it, on my list. I honestly didn't know there were 3 of them, but yeah.
They're pretty awesome. Another werewolf. I don't think I want to mention him. Alcide Herveau, played by Joe Manganiello from True Blood.
I love him.
But he only had like 1 or 2 kills here and there. Michael Corvin, played by Scott Speedman, which was a vampire wolf hybrid in Underworld Evolution.
I love him too, Scott Speedman.
And one of my favorite, because why not? Why not? Yeah, I have to put him in here. Michael Jackson in Thriller.
Nice.
And then I have to shout him out because he did a lot. He coined the phrase Like he was the reason the phrase was coined. The Wolfman from Monster Squad.
Of course.
Kick him in the nards. Kick him in the nards.
I was
Wolfman got
waiting for that
nards.
from you. I was
Of
waiting for
course.
that. Yes, of course.
All right, go for it. What are your
You
favorites?
have a lot, sir. Okay, apparently I don't like wolves that much. I love wolves, but apparently not as much as you. So I only have a couple. So my favorite, okay, so first of all, my favorite wolf is going to be Michael J. Fox from Teen Wolf.
Team Oreo.
And then tied with him is going to be, which was already said in the chat, I see, Jacob from Twilight.
Okay.
Yes, always been Team Jacob. Love him. And then for movies, my favorite wolf movies or werewolf movies would Teen Wolf, of course, and Silver Bullet by Stephen King. That one scared the hell out of me. So again, I'm not big into werewolf movies, but Silver Bullet is it's a good one. It's a good one. I'm gonna rewatch that. But yes, Silver Bullet. Yep. And then this isn't a movie, but it's a show, which my the host here will not give a chance. But Wolf Like Me is my favorite wolf show. I knew he was going to roll his eyes. And Mary, her name. So for female wolf, Mary is my favorite. She is the star or one of the stars on Wolf Like Me. So you got to give it a chance. I'm trying to get him to give it another chance. But if you give it a chance, get past a couple of it starts slow. It does, but it's interesting. And it's again, one of those where you're like, you got to be in the mood for it. But once you get into it, you're not going to want to stop watching it. Yep. There's 2 seasons. I was going to say, see, I was like, oh my God, I have to know what happened. So of course I binge watched the 2nd season, and there's supposed to be a 3rd season coming, hopefully. But yes, I really liked it. It's different and I liked it. So yeah, those are my wolves. I say, give it another chance.
Okay.
Just saying.
Those are all your wolves?
Those are my wolves. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, the next one was witches. I have a few of them as well. I watched the season of that. First one is Willow Rosenberg from Buffy, played by Allison Hannigan. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Her body count of 27. 13 demons, 7 vampires, 7 humans, one of which she skinned alive, and 1 animal to bring back Buffy. The one that she skinned alive didn't become a body count until the comic book form, which she came back and unskinned without the skin. And even in the comic book form, it was as disgusting as watching it in person. So Willow Rosenberg, she's amazing. She became her progress from being a little shy girl who likes witchcraft to then becoming like taking all the witchcraft in because she did a spell and having all the words going into her body, like like just like it was a drug for her, and then her eyes becoming black and then like trying to take over the world, and then going back to being Willow Rosenberg, normal Willow. I'm gonna put this at the very end. Hold on. Sabrina Spellman from The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina on Netflix, played by Kiernan Shipka, who you remember from Totally Killer.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh damn, isn't that one girl from?
Totally, or yeah, from Sabrina. Yeah, I love her. I love that movie too, Totally Killer. So yeah, I've only watched a few episodes of the show Sabrina. So
it was crazy. Lone Dog says shy, goofy sidekick to ass-kicking lesbian witch. Willow, best witch.
Awesome.
Yeah. Sabrina Spellman from The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina from Netflix, played by Kiernan Shipka. There have been a total of 515 bodies laid out in all 4 seasons of the show, with 24 of them coming from Sabrina.
Wow, that's a lot.
Next one is Bonnie Bennett from The Vampire Diaries, played by Kat Graham. According to Screen Rant, she has a body count of 15. Bonnie does not, or unalive, or only does so in self-defense. She does have a tendency to get misled by her mentor figures, and one such time resulted in the death of 12 witches. So she basically just took out 3 people. It's like, oh, my bad, 12 witches. Yes, Bonnie, for real. Next one is what I'm currently watching, one of my favorite witches right now, Agatha Harkness from Agatha Along, played by Catherine Hahn. Agatha Harkness is a witch from Salem, Massachusetts, who was accused of practicing dark magic by her own coven during the Salem witch trials. Over 300 years later, she sensed the presence of chaos magic radiating from the Westview anomaly created by Wanda Maximoff. Wanda Maximoff, unfazed by her thrall over the population of Westview, Harkness became obsessed with harnessing Maximoff's magic. Living under the pretense of the WandaVision sitcom, she stole Ralph Bonner's house and took the guise of acting Maximoff's nosy neighbor, all the while interfering with Maximoff's idyllic paradise to her own benefit. After discovering that Maximoff was the Scarlet Witch, Harkness was defeated and stripped of her magical abilities, and definitely condemned to live out her life as Agnes O'Connor in Westview. However, in 2026, 2 years after the death of the Scarlet Witch, the spell which enthralled Harkness failed and was broken by a team who sought Harkness. Pursued by the Salem Seven, the vengeful children of Salemites get to assemble the coven with the team to walk the Witch's road and regain her lost powers. Agatha's body count in the MCU is 10. And finally, the Charmed sisters. All 3 of them. 4 of them. They're vanquished. They don't have a body count, they have a vanquishing count. Is that the show Salem? No, it's Agatha All Along. It's on Disney Plus. According to Tristan Cloud on the Charmed Cafe message board back in 2015, who watched all the seasons again and kept account of how many each of the sisters did a vanquishing spell on, as well as a power of 3, the total amount on screen is ironically 666, and off screen is 717. Starting off with Prue, who vanquished 30 demons and warlocks total without the help of her sisters. She was responsible for only 4.3 of the vanquishes total because she was killed off after season 3. And they didn't vanquish as many demons per episode in the earlier seasons of Charm. The power of 3 with Prue vanquished totally 18 demons of warlocks vanquished. Piper vanquished 122 demons, warlocks without the help of her sister. That means 17% of all demons vanquished throughout the season were from Piper alone, not counting the demons she vanquished through the power of 3 or with the help of anyone else. Phoebe vanquished 84 demons, warlocks total, not bad considering she didn't have any permanent active power for season 1, 2, 7, or 8. Her fire throwing in season 4 and empathy in season 6 helped her a lot. What really racked up her numbers was her demons killing spree in Witch Wars. After she absorbed one of the Game Maker's powers, and when she vanquished all of the demons in the manner in the importance of being Phoebe, she was responsible for representing 11% of all the vanquishes in the series. And Paige vanquished 52 demons of warlocks on her own. Paige was responsible for 7.3% of all vanquishes.
That's a lot of details.
Yes. So, gotta give him credit for doing all of that. His name was Tristan Cloud, and it's on the Charm Cafe message board.
Nice.
Math nerds are the best fans. Yes, they are. I read it, I was like, oh, this is awesome. This is a nerd. We love those kind of people here. Alright, Brandy, go for it.
Yeah, I don't have all that. I don't have all those little details. I'll just name my favorite witches.
Yeah.
So my first favorite witch ever is going to be Piper from Charmed, played by Holly Marie Combs. She's always been my favorite. Charmed is my all-time favorite. I know it's not a movie, but it's my all-time favorite witch TV series. I do like all of them, but Piper's has always been my favorite. And then the next one would be The Craft for movies. I, off the top of my head, can't think of her name.
Which one?
The Good Witch. I can't think of her name now, but I like her. Is it Robin? It's Robin's her real name, yeah, but I don't know. I was trying to think of her character name, but I can't think of it.
Like that.
What?
Sarah?
That's it, Sarah. Yes, thank you, Sarah. Yes. So The Craft, and then Teen Witch, of course. I know it's not a horror, but Teen Witch.
We said witches. We said witches.
Yes, we said witches. So Teen Witch is one of my all-time favorite movies. I love Teen Witch. The Craft, Teen Witch, Charmed, and then also I have to give like an honorable mention to specifically it's in American Horror Stories, Coven. So that is my favorite season was Coven. I absolutely love Emma Roberts. Yeah, so Coven is definitely up there with one of my favorites. Again, I know not a movie, it's a TV series, but
That's
yeah.
fine. Who said any of them?
Yeah, so those would be mine.
That's so fun.
That's funny that you said Charmed too, but yeah, I love Charmed. That's all-time favorite. I've probably watched that I don't know how many times over and over and over and over. So, what's one of my comfort shows?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because because
It just is
who
like
doesn't love watching the Charm Sisters after Prue died?
Oh my gosh, really? Why? Why would you do that? Wow.
This was an interesting episode.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I know. Isn't he horrible?
I am.
Yeah, he's terrible.
It was.
You totally missed the whole answer thing too.
You both covered my answer, but not the True Blood Lafayette. How can I forget Lafayette? Lafayette was him. Lafayette was him.
I've never seen. Have you watched it? No, I have not seen Hemlock Grove.
I just want a cheeseburger whole of the aid.
Oh my gosh.
That's what he said. Because the only cheeseburger he served there is cheeseburger with aid. If you don't like it, get the fuck out of here. And that whole scene right there is what made me fall in love with him. It's the fucking badass moment. Like, he ain't gonna take shit from anybody at all. Like, don't come into my restaurant and act stupid and have me not cook for you, because I will throw it to your face. Anyway.
Next week we have a lot. We have directors and
Directors, yeah.
yeah, Stephen King and John Carpenter and all that stuff we're gonna be talking about. Yeah.
Tell us who your favorite horror directors are, and what movies,
King books to movies,
what made
directors,
you fall in love with them,
and Blumhouse.
Love from them, and Blumhouse.
Yes.
Because I know I'm be talking about
God, there's gonna
Happy Death Day 1 and 2 for days. How that movie was awesome. What else was it? Like, I think it was other movies too.
Yeah, on our list, Fantasy Island, sir.
I'm not watching.
Yes, you are.
You're watching.
Yeah, we are watching that.
It's a plane.
No, it's not that. Oh my gosh. This is Blumhouse Fantasy Island, sir.
Blumhouse. Alright.
Yes.
Alright. Join us next week for that, or follow along and join the live on TikTok at Evolution of the Geek by subscribing, or join the show to join us and show up to the live stream to hang out with the rest of the MPP community. And I will shout you out just like the plane, Lone Dog, Menace, Lil Linguini, Brandy, Andromeda, Stabby, Tabby, Cat, Micro, Lorfield, Mike W. L does what she wants, Little Miss LB, Leanna, Forever Miss Dawn, Smiley 92822, Danny Boo, Alexandria, Elijah, Still a little redhead. She's in her chat somewhere. Aaron Diablo, Eliza Queen 143, Bad Chat F, Celtic Panda, Andy Pam, Heidi Bug, Bent Not Broken, Sky, Angela Tyler 6, Misty K, Team Telly, Mars, Playware Positivity, Love is Acceptance, Feeling Free, Sarah Mikey's, Chase Frost Callahan 970, Rachel Being Redhead, Jessa, Katie Gonger 1985, Bunny Giggles XX, Witchy Mitchy, Pinky's Pretty Things, Jesse McTikTok, Vegas Mood, First Gift, Vegas Moods. She came in the other night and she never gifted before, and like she gifted me, and it's like the first time she's ever gifted anybody, and I feel honored for that one. Thank you very much, Vegas Mood. I told her I shouted her out of the podcast. Lorefield Hit Fam, Home Hub Saints. Over on YouTube, I gotta say it again, we got a new subscriber, Lone Dog 80, who's in the chat as well. He is doing the logo for the podcast. I gotta shout him out every chance we get. I'm gonna put his YouTube channel in the show notes, so check that out. Y'all should check him out. Also, Shenrod and Mary Brewski, make sure to follow those two Twitch accounts. The link tree will be in the show notes as well, so you can support them on Twitch. Don't forget to go check out SkylessCrystalShop.etsy.com for self-healing crystals and free gift with every order. Check those out, and thank you for supporting, listening to the podcast, joining the TikTok Live, and being a huge part of my third place community. Tell your friends, and join us next time for more behind-the-scenes stories, movies, and TV show reviews. More questions we have just for you. I'm Evo.
I'm Brandy.
And remember...
Oh, are we doing this?
Are we doing this? Or you want to do this?
Is this the rules of surviving a horror movie?
Yeah.
Do you have one this week, or? I mean, I have one if you need one, but like...
You know what? After watching, what was that, 1978 movie? What was it called again? I forgot.
Fear Street?
Fear Street. I just feel like I should never go to a cabin.
Never go to a cabin?
Never go to a cabin. Never go to camp. Never do any of that stuff with people.
Oh gosh, no. Never go to a cabin. That also references that other movie that we watched.
Cabin in the Woods.
No. Was it Totally Killer? Totally Killer.
Don't get cancer.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Hey, Brandy.
Don't go to a cabin in the woods. There you go. Don't go to
Brandy. Brandy.
I'm not going to look behind.
Look behind you.
No. I should say that to you. Look behind you.
Behind you, kid! Behind you!
Look around.